Nitin, and as some of you know, my name is Sri Nitya Banahastananda, and I am talking to you from sunny Antigua. I'm really excited about the Starlink satellite dishes, so I just want to start by showing you those. So that's how we get our internet, which is brilliant. So when it moves around, we just take the dishes and have Wi-Fi somewhere else. Anyway, I'm here to talk to you about SJP, and like a lot of people, I started small, and that was fine, but things weren't moving very fast. And I wanted my life to change, and I realized that if I carried on living the way I was living, then it was going to take me 300 years to reach my financial goals. And I decided that I needed to do something different. So I decided to complete SJP and then see what happened, basically. And so I did that, and around that time, a bit before that, I learned to surrender, as Swamiji explained in the video. He says, ask Paramashiva to manifest through you. So I started doing that, just basically saying, Paramashiva, please manifest through me. And I took money out of investments and I basically put it all in SJP and completed that. And what happened around that time was the sales of the first book accelerated. So it was bumping along, it was fine. It was like I never wrote books to make money, I wrote them to help people, but it was like a nice part-time income. But then it accelerated, and so it's 250,000 sales in English, and then there's Arabic, Hindi and Spanish. And then I was writing a new book, which is coming out next January, and the advance on that is, I can't remember the first advance, but the advance on the new book is 10 or 12 times as big as the first book. And these books are both 90% about Swamiji. So my experience so far is that when I surrender and when I do SJP, then things really happen. And the way I look at it now, I never expected to be in this situation, but all my income comes from Swamiji. So I basically treat it like it's money. So I do savers, I do Tulabaram and all this. And I feel as though I'm not really in control of sales. I mean, all I do is people read the book, they contact me, they say, can we do a podcast? I record a podcast, I don't listen to it. Loads of people watch the podcast, and 40% of the sales are audiobooks, so presumably they listen to the podcast and buy the audiobook. I don't know. So it does feel like surrender because I don't control the sales. I just turn up and answer questions, and I spend most of the podcast talking about Swamiji. And so it's actually a very interesting life, and it is what I wanted, because previously I was recruiting chief executives and finance directors, and the problem was you were still basically selling your time because there's only so much you can do, whereas books are extremely scalable. I mean, you can sell 10 million, 20 million books, it's no difference in the effort. Anyway, that's my experience so far, and I encourage everyone else to do SJP, and I encourage you to come to the next BSS.